Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I would like to present my presentation for Faculty Social Linguistics. But before I start my presentation, I would like you to know me. My name is Zaida Fikres Niar with name 332100046. Alright, without even further ado, let's get started the presentation now. The first topic I would like to discuss is language change. What is language change? Language change refers to the process by which a language evolves over time, resulting in differences in its pronunciation, vocabulary, grammar, and usage from one generation to the next. These changes can be gradual and are usually permanent. Types of language change. There are 6 types of language change. First is tone change. This involves systematic alteration in the pronunciation of phonemes. For example, shapes and vowel sounds or consonant cluster over time. Second is borrowing. Features from another language or dialect are introduced or altered due to influence. Think of loan words or loan phrases. The third is analogical change. Word change shape or grammatical behavior to resemble other words more closely. Fourth is semantic shifts. The meaning of words evolve over time. 5 is grammaticalization. Words or phrases become grammatical elements, for example, prepositions and conjunctions, through repeated use. And the last is expressiveness. New words or constructions are employed to receive emotional or rhetorical intensity. Causes of language change. There are 3 causes of language change. The first one is economy. Speech communities tend to change utterances to be efficient and effective while still achieving communicative goals. This often leads to phonetic reduction, for example, going to change to gonna. Second is expressiveness. Overuse language loses intensity, prompting the adaptation of new expressions. And last is social factors. Dominance of one dialect, official control, or influence from other linguistic groups can drive change. This is the example of language change. There are 3 examples. The first is Old English to Modern English. For example, for Old language is Lafort, but is changed to Modern English now is for Lord. And second is influence of technology. For example, there are Google becoming a verb. And the last is borrowing from other languages. For example, ballet from French and piano from Italian. This is the second topic, style. What is language style? Language style refers to a set of linguistic variants that carry specific social meanings. These meanings can include group membership, personal attributes, or beliefs. Essentially, style emerged from linguistic variation, and without this variation, we wouldn't have a basis for distinguishing these social meanings. It's fascinating how speakers strategically choose different styles to project various social identities and create distinct social relationships in their interaction. This is the importance of language style. There are 3 the importances. First is social signaling. Language style reflects social identity, group membership, and belonging through dialect features or slang identicating regional affiliation of or cultural ties. Second is adaptability. Speakers adjust language based on context, audience, and social norms for effective communication. This adaptability enhances effective communication. And the third is social stratification. Language style reflects social hierarchies. Prestige variant, for example, reshift pronunciation in English, are associated with higher social status, while non-standard variants might be stigmatized. This is the types of language style. There are 5 types. First is formal style. This is basically used in professional or various or serious contexts. For example, in business meetings and academic writing. The second one is informal style. This is basically used in casual or relaxed context. The example is conversation with friends and also text messages. And the third is consultative style. This is basically used in semi-formal settings, for example, in teacher-student interaction. And the fourth is casual style. This is basically used among peers and in relaxed environment, for example, chatting with friends. And the last is intimate style. This is basically used in private and close relationship. For example, conversation with family or close friends. This is the example of language style. There are three examples. First is pronunciation, like dropping the G in running to say running. And the second one is vocabulary, using kids instead of children in informal context. And the last is grammar, using contractions like can't instead of cannot in casual speech. And the third topic is context. What is context? Context refers to the use of language, both spoken and body language, to signal relevant aspect of an interaction or communicative situation. It includes clues about who is talking, their relationship, where the conversation is occurring, and much more. Essentially, context shapes how language is understood and interpreted in social settings. The types of context. There are four types. First is psycho context. This is basically occurs in the location and environment where communication occurs. For example, in quiet library versus noisy marketplace. And second is social context. This is relationship and social roles of the participant. For example, politeness strategies with authority figures. And the third is cultural context. This is shared belief, values, and norms of the participant. For example, greetings and form of address in different cultures. And the last is situational context. This is for specific circumstances or even prompting communication. For example, informal job interview versus casual meeting. This is the example of contextual language variation. First is pronunciation, for example, vowel shifts in different regions. Second is vocabulary, for regional terms for the same object, for example, soda versus pop. And the last is grammar, for example, use of double negatives in some dialects. And alright, we'll continue to the last topic is register. What is register? Register refers to variety of language used for specific purposes or in particular communicative situations. For instance, when speaking formally or in public, an English speaker might adhere to perspective norms, pronouncing words like walking with alveolar nasal instead of alveolar nasal, using more formal vocabulary, for example, father versus dad, and avoiding non-standard terms like ain't and yo. This is types of register. There are 5 types of register. First is frozen register. This is like fixed area ritualistic language, for example, legal language and religious texts. Second one is formal register. This is basically used in professional and official settings, for example, in academic papers and business meetings. The third is consultative register. It is used in semi-formal, often used in professional interaction. For example, teacher-student interaction and doctor-patient conversation. Fourth is casual register. This is informal language used with friends and family. Basically is everyday conversation and text messages. And last is intimate register, private language used in close relationship. For example, personal conversation and pet names. This is the example of register. For present register, the example of the sentence is like, Our Father who art in heaven. This is the context for prayers and scriptures. Second one is formal register. The example of sentence is like, This study examines the effects of. This is for the context of research articles and academic journals. The third is consultative register, where the sample of sentence is like, can you explain how you solve this problem? This is for the context in classroom discussion and educational settings. And the fourth is casual registers, sample of sentence like, lol, see you later. This is for the context in digital communication and social media. And the last is intimate register, the example of sentence like, sweetheart, can you pass the salt? This is for the context in family or romantic partners. That's all the topic that I discussed in this presentation. I hope you can get useful and helpful knowledge from this presentation. Thank you for your appreciation and attention. And see you on the next presentation of me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye. Good luck.